Welcome to Growth, powered by FareHarbor, where we explore the strategies behind thriving tour and activity businesses. Whether you're just starting out or scaling up, this podcast is packed with insights to help you succeed. Now, here's your host, FareHarbor's Community Manager, Rebekah Costley.
Welcome to a very special, I would almost argue the most special episode of Growth Powered by FareHarbor today. I have a very familiar face here. For those of you listening, maybe a very familiar voice. We're actually on site here at Spark, so many listeners probably had seen you, Andrea. How do I pronounce it?
Carini, yes,
Carini.
you did it right.
Yeah, it sounds like martini.
Yes, exactly.
Are you a martini fan?
I was, not anymore.
Not anymore, yeah. Okay, I could see that for you. Andrea Carini is here today. He is the CEO of FareHarbor. Very excited to have you on today. Thank you for making the time, Andrea. How are you liking Spark? Are you having a good time?
Thank you, Rebekah. Thank you for having me here. I'm having a great time here at Spark. This is my second Spark. I really enjoyed this location. I really enjoyed the people I met. So I'm really looking forward for the next 2 days.
Here at FareHarbor, we love to know just quirky little details, especially about our leadership. So maybe, do you have a fun fact for our listeners today? Something they may not know about you?
Yes.
Or I know there's more that meets the eye when it comes to Andrea. So
I hope so.
Peek behind the curtain.
One of the things I really like is to play backgammon. It's a very niche table game. Not that many people play.
Okay.
Are you familiar with backgammon?
It's like chess, right? But with...
It's like a chess or checks, but also with dice. If you are listening or if you're watching this and you're a client of FareHarbor, you want to play backgammon against me, send me an email.
I'm sure our listeners will take you up on that offer. You mentioned Greece. You are quite the well-traveler, and this is your second time coming to Spark. So last year we had Spark in Orlando. This year we're here in New Orleans, as we said. What have you found so special about Spark in your time here?
Well, so I know it may sound cliche, but meeting so many clients in one single place, it's extremely refreshing and rewarding. You get to learn all the things we're doing already well for them, all the things we can do better. You can get to hear all the struggles that they have. Right? So these are operators, entrepreneurs that have sometimes built businesses from the ground up, starting from nothing. And they have a lot of passion for the industry. They know what they need. They're quite demanding. And being here, I saw with them is quite valuable. So we learn a lot. It's actually, we're looking forward to create a Spark where virtually every single FareHarbor employee can join, because it's extremely beneficial also for us being close to so many clients.
That's awesome.
Yes.
And you came from tourism, right?
Correct.
Previously. So I don't know if you've ever heard the phrase elevator pitch, but the idea is like you're in an elevator, you're on your way to your floor, and you're being, very kind to your elevator neighbor and saying, what do you do? What's your elevator pitch when it comes to like your background and how you got to FareHarbor?
Oh, very good question. So I started my working career in e-commerce or digital commerce, and I never left the field. I work with a lot of digital brand, but also with offline brands that you may know, like Louis Vuitton or Dolce & Gabbana, helping them setting up their e-commerce. Then I worked for the first European unicorn, so the first company to become public in the e-commerce space with a valuation of $1 billion or more. Which back then was a very big thing. Now, is a little bit more common. After that, I worked for many years for Booking.com. That was when I joined somewhat of a smaller company, but that throughout, I was very lucky to join them in a period where they were growing like a rocket ship, like FareHarbor. And we became the market leader in hotel bookings and apartment bookings around the globe.
Oh, wow. So coming from e-commerce, and then you come to Booking.com, and now you're here at FareHarbor. At both Booking.com and in your experience here at FareHarbor for almost 2 years, what has surprised you about the tourism industry and what challenges come for our operators and really come for people in this industry in general?
Well, first, I spent more than 10 years in the hotel industry, and I believe I only learned 20% of it, right? So
Yeah.
there's a lot more that I don't know of. And I'm looking forward to spend more than 10 years at FareHarbor and learn maybe the 10, 20% of the tour and activities space that can really help FareHarbor and its clients keep on growing. Travel is a phenomenal industry, right? So we are all super excited about the planet we live in. We want to explore new cultures, and travel really has this opportunity to bring people closer, understanding new cultures, becoming more open to diversity. And specifically with FareHarbor, specifically with the clients we serve, I really think that we're serving the true reason why consumers travel. Very few people are booking a hotel because they want to stay at that specific hotel, right? So they want to visit New Orleans. They want to visit Louisiana. Very few people also book a specific flight because they wanted to be on that specific Boeing, right? So they do it because they want to experience a new culture. They want to eat something different. They want to meet new people. And all of our clients offer experiences that help consumers experience the world. I feel extremely blessed to be part of this industry. I have yet to find a single client of ours that I would not love to enjoy their own experience, their own product.
They really are like a special breed. I think that I'm the daughter of two business owners, and I always say that my parents' favorite child was their business, and I've barely had to go to therapy for that. And it's true. I mean, these small businesses are like our clients' children, and they're near and dear. I think we see that passion
Absolutely.
when we work with them, and especially in the community, which Andrea is a part of.
Yes.
So speaking of into that passion, it's interesting working at FareHarbor since you've taken over, because we've seen an explosion of new product releases, which has been really exciting. We had the content builder recently, abandoned cart recovery, waivers, and combos, just off the top of my head. What kind of drives that strategy and passion, and what are you most excited for as we go into the future?
Well, I'm excited about multiple different things. As you said, I believe that one of the many things we can do well for our clients is to help rapidly find new features, functionalities, and a new way of supporting them that can really make the difference. And because, our clients are quite diverse and they work in different regions around the world, in different types of sub-verticals of our industry, we have to do a lot of different things to serve them all. And I felt that one of the key things we can offer them is, offering a lot of new features, a lot of new functionalities that they can test and learn and help us develop as we go. One of the key things that I've learned last year at Spark was this abandoned recovery. Many of our customers, the customers that visit the website of our clients, do complete the transactions online. We pride ourselves to have probably the best converting e-commerce funnel in this industry. However, a small percentage does drop out because you receive a phone call, right? And now you have to step out of the activity that you were trying to conduct on your phone, or you don't have your credit card at hand, or whatever. So we decided to create a relatively basic features that allows consumers that have left an email address on our platform to receive an email if they didn't complete the transaction within a certain amount of hours.
Yeah, within 2 hours.
2 hours, yes. And that helps people also that are very busy, that have maybe kids or demanding jobs, to get back to what they were trying to achieve. I actually use it myself, and I find it extremely effective because I also get distracted. Mm-hmm. But in general, I do think that speed in and of itself is a strong competitive weapon, so to speak. Right? So it allows us to keep innovating, discard quickly the things that don't work, and double down on the things that will help us succeed.
Yeah, and I think we do a lot of testing and we do a lot of research. And I've seen also a really big increase in that since you've taken over FareHarbor as well in this role, is trying to understand what our clients want and doing exactly what we need in order to provide for that, which leads me to my next question. Mm-hmm. Speaking into those changes that have happened, we introduced a new facet recently to our pricing structure for a certain segment of clients. I'd love to hear a little bit your perspective on that change and give our clients some transparency and maybe a little bit of detail on why that's so necessary here at FareHarbor.
Makes sense. Maybe not everybody knows, but FareHarbor is already an 11 years old company. And we started ISO in Hawaii, serving one single client, predominantly with a value proposition that was an online booking engine, right? So something that helps receive transactions on your own website. But from the day 11 years ago to today, we've developed many other features. And also our clients have developed in multiple different ways. And we have discovered that we have clients that use our platforms in ways we didn't expect before. And therefore, we want to align our business model, our pricing, so that we can be open to receive clients that want to use the product in different ways. You could argue that the product was designed to be predominantly for clients that want to drive more online bookings. But we've also discovered that we have clients that use us predominantly for offline bookings. We've found clients that have, in the past few years, been able to build from the ground up an operations that is relying almost exclusively on OTAs, for instance. We found clients so that were constantly innovating the way they were using FareHarbor. And in order to keep the platform open to all those operators, we have decided to identify the new pricing modules that allows every single operator on this planet, if they think that FareHarbor is the right platform for them, to use it, whether or not they get the predominant amount of their bookings online.
Yeah, and I think it makes sense that in order for us, we provide, 24/7 support. And that support isn't just within FareHarbor. We help our clients with their OTA connections. I used to be on the account management team, and I spent so many hours trying to assist my clients with things that were in and out of FareHarbor. And I think it kind of makes sense to have that connection and, the return of investment that is like a two-way street. So I think that really makes sense. With that investment that, some clients are putting into us, and thus we're going to invest in them. What are you excited about down the bend with FareHarbor? What are we doing with this new strategy to invest in our clients back and to making sure our product stays an industry leader?
Yes, so we do reinvest pretty much all the proceedings of our business into making FareHarbor better for our clients and for our future clients. I'm excited about some of, because we're here at Spark, because we've talked to many clients, I'm excited about one feature we've already delivered in the past year, that is dynamic pricing. I've spoke to many clients that have really improved, even transformed their business because they're now able to price their product in different ways. About future changes, I'm really excited about the feature that we have released a few weeks ago in a beta program that is about private events. I spoke to many clients here in the US, but also in Europe, in other parts of the world, where they said that we have a big chunk of our business that is private events of many kinds, group bookings. And those activities take quite some time, a lot of back and forth. It's difficult to collect the money. It's difficult to explain what is part of the proposition. So we spent quite some time in the past 6 months interviewing clients, understanding what were their needs, and create a functionality that should help them deal with private events as easily as it is today for them to get bookings online or from OTAs. We really are trying to continue on our journey to make FareHarbor the operating system for our clients, so that everything that they want to do can be done within FareHarbor. All their bookings are registered into FareHarbor. Any channel they want to use, whether they're single bookings or group bookings, whether they are completed online or offline, can be brokered through our system.
What questions do you, as the leadership team, and maybe also, I know you work closely with product as well, obviously, what questions do you all ask when it comes to making sure FareHarbor is still accessible and affordable for our clients, while also being innovative and making sure that we're releasing products and product features in a timely manner?
Very good question, too, right? So, we're lucky, right? So because we're building on the shoulders of giants. So this company, as I said, was built 11 years ago. There was a lot of thinking since virtually day one to make this product quite accessible, and creating a business model whereby there's no upfront cost for clients, there's no maintenance cost for clients. We have a no cure, no pay model. So if we help you succeed, we win with you, and if we don't help you succeed, so we have to work even harder to help you succeed. So I believe that our platform remains quite accessible for a lot of different operators. But obviously, guys, also our platform is not yet for everyone. We're working hard to expand our feature functionalities, our support types to become even more accessible and more, let's say, appropriate for different subverticals of our industry. And with the leadership team and with other people inside the organization, we're constantly challenging ourselves to figure out models that allows FareHarbor to put the investment first and create the lowest possible cost of trying new functionalities, new features for our clients. Having said that, we also have to make sure if we want to remain a long-term partner for our clients, we also have to make sure that our company remains profitable and we can reinvest those profits into better products, better service. It is an important element to make sure that our clients can rest assured that their reservations, their bookings, their pricing sheets, all of that work that I've already put is in safe hands of a company that is not going to disappear because we had a bad year or a bad winter. I personally think, and the leadership team also thinks, that part of making sure that our product is viable is to make sure that in this win-win relationship with our clients, we get a sufficient fair share that we can reinvest in our future.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. I always say on this podcast that I'm a drinker of the FareHarbor Kool-Aid, as they say. I really love my job. I really love this company. I love the values that are here. I'm curious what makes you love your job and love FareHarbor and what you think sets FareHarbor apart from other res techs. I've been talking to a lot of people here at Spark, and I'm getting a lot of client opinions about what they love. And they also say they get a lot of competitor calls, and they're giving me a lot of very valid and interesting questions. So I'd love to hear your opinion on why you love being a FareHarbor CEO and why you think FareHarbor is the industry leader and what sets us apart so much.
Okay, so many different questions. Let's see if I can answer them all. I also drink the Kool-Aid, and we've talked about a lot about how we change our product and our software. But the reality is that every time I speak with clients, the first thing they mention is the human element of FareHarbor. Right? So they always speak very highly of their account managers. Most are able to name the name of our support agents that they interact with. They're extremely pleased that we solve most of their tickets and their phone calls in a very short amount of time. For instance, here at Spark, we mentioned that for all the people attending here at Spark from last Spark to today, they generated something like 11,000 tickets, emails, or phone calls, and we answered 97% of those within 1 hour. So I think that one key differentiator of FareHarbor is the human element. Our clients, or our industry, is quite different from other industries. Our clients are out and about all day. The average size, the employees on the client side are usually 2 or 3. They may have a lot of staff, right? So temporary staff that they use for the tours and guides and other activities, but the actual people that run their business, there are 2 or 3, and they really depend on an expert like our account managers to make sure that they can immediately call someone that knows what to do with FareHarbor, but also someone that has already spent quite some time understanding their specific business and can advise them on extremely quickly on what is the right thing to do for them. So I would say that, when our clients receive calls from the competition, I would definitely ask them what type of service they're going to receive from the competition, what type of engagement that they're going to receive, how much time the account manager will invest in learning the ins and outs of their own business. You've probably seen it too, right? So most of our clients are in a business of interacting with customers all day, and they depend on our support. Obviously, the software is also extremely important, but I would say that probably the human touch of FareHarbor accounts for at least 51% of our success.
Yeah, I agree. Now, for those people who, I think everyone loves our support. I am in the community all the time. Obviously, I'm the community manager as well. And people rave about our support. And I know when I was in AM support, saved me a time or 12. But for those who might not feel as passionate as you and I do, and the other attendees here at Spark, who feel a little weary and might need a little reassurance after we rolled out this new facet to our fee structure and other changes, what would you say to reassure them? What do you think would make them feel a little more confident in their choice to stay with FareHarbor?
Well, I think that most of the things that make FareHarbor great keeps remaining the same, and new things are added every day. As I was saying today with Josh on stage, we have released this year 18 large features, but we actually release small features every single day, 8 changes on average. So every single business days, there are 8 changes that are going to make the FareHarbor platform a little bit better for our clients. So I would say that, the investments that they're making in being part of our platform helps them get a product that constantly evolves, gets them support agents that are constantly trained on all those features, gets them account managers that know which demos or which, let's say, beta program our clients should be participating in and which are not yet right for them. And therefore, they are investing in a platform that it truly has their interest first.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. And especially on the facet of FareHarbor really is here to not only make our clients' lives easier, but we truly do bring a product that's proven both from, I think we talked in the opening session about FareHarbor sites and how they're the most converting.
Yes.
And I believe that with our Lightframe as well. And with our FareHarbor setup, by the time this episode comes out, it's going to be closing on the end of the year. What questions do you want our operators to maybe ask themselves as they're reflecting on their year with FareHarbor? And what are you most looking forward to in 2025 here at FareHarbor, or maybe even personally in your own?
Okay, well, so again, a lot of questions. Let's see if I can answer them all. I think that our clients should ask themselves, what have they learned from 2024? And what are the learnings where they want to double down on? And what are the learnings where they can accept, okay, so this was not the right thing, I don't want to continue doing. I actually find that our ethos or our spirit of constant improvement is shared with our clients. I see our clients testing a lot of different things, not just with FareHarbor. I saw they're testing a new tour, new activities. They quickly, double down on the things that are working and discard the ones that are not working. So I would say continue doing what you're doing and use the community, use also the meetups that we're organizing when you don't know what to do, and ask your peers. I think one of the things we would love to do for the more than 22,000 clients we have on the platform is to keep on creating venues for them to communicate and engage in a non-competitive environment so that they can learn from each other and get each other's tips. What am I looking forward for 2025? So on the business front, I think we have really just started. We have a lot of new features that we want to deliver to our clients. There are a lot of innovations we want to bring also in the way we support our clients, in the way they deliver more value, as we're discussing. So we have years of development on our website product. We have battle tested it in multiple different ways. We have learned, because we compare it to clients that don't use our FareHarbor sites, that when you're on a FareHarbor sites, convert significantly better. So I'm super excited to expand our site program to many more clients.
Amazing. Well, Andrea, thank you so much for taking time out of this wonderful conference here in New Orleans at Spark. I know you're a busy guy, so I appreciate you lending me an ear. And if you have anything to plug, typically I ask my guests, look into the camera and plug in whatever.
Well, so I would like to plug the community that Rebekah runs. I think we have a great community on Facebook. But we also have, as I was saying before, I just saw an element of this community that is translated into local meetups. We would like to hear from you, right? So what type of meetups would you like to be part of? Are they going to be vertical meetups on walking tours or meetups to discuss strategies to use better OTAs or to do dynamic pricing? We really want to hear from you so that we can create the events that are right for you.
Perfect. Well, Andrea, thanks again so much for joining me here at Spark 2024. And if you are listening to Growth Powered by FareHarbor right now and loved the episode, make sure to follow, subscribe, and leave us a great review. And if you didn't like it, as always, get a hobby.
Or wait for the next episode.
Yeah, wait for the next episode. Thank you all again for listening. I hope you have a great day. And Andrea, I'll talk to you next time.
Thank you. Thank you, Rebekah. Ciao, everyone.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.